Hi, welcome back, Aquarius. This is your 2022 July astrology forecast. I would like to give you a little bit of cosmic insight. My name is Christina. I will be your co-pilot. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. And from next month, actually, I promised to myself to keep your attention. I will recreate videos and create videos which is going to be significantly shorter. So just bear with me this month, okay? We have a lot of planetary aspects and we have a lot of asteroids and planets ingressing new signs. So here it is, what's going to happen. We have Mars in your 4th house and Pluto in your, let me see, where is Mars for you? Actually, Mars is in Aries first. Mars is in your 3rd house and Pluto in your 12th, going to create an exact square. And quite frankly, this is a really destructive aspect and I don't like it at all. It's very salty, it's very bitter, it's dangerous. Pluto is the planet of destruction, death, transformation. Mars is the warrior, the anger, the flame, the devil, the evil. Both of them rule Scorpio and Mars rules Aries as well. And because it's in Aries, it is significantly strong. And as you can see, a lot of planet, it's in own sign. You see, like, for example, at the beginning, even we're going to have a Cancer moon at the very beginning. And here we're going to have Mercury in Gemini, Mars going to be in its own sign. And we're going to have Neptune also in Pisces, so Saturn in Aquarius. So those planets are strong, it's meaningful. But with this square, you could have something coming to forth like you will need to seek for some kind of medical intention, or you will need to seek some kind of mental institutional intention. 12th house is hospital, Pluto over there with Mars, it could be a recovery after surgery for you guys. Or it could be something like some kind of therapy, psychiatric institute, some kind of therapy due to some kind of destructive energy. So it could be 3rd house is vehicle, Mars could be accident. Because of accident, you can have some kind of surgery. Or Mars could be very impulsive and it could be anger against myself. So I hurt myself on one way and then I go to the hospital and I'm going to get hospitalized. You know, Mars is in 3rd house, impulsive talk. So careful what are you saying to others, because you can get actually in danger because of the way you are communicating, the way you are delivering messages. The other thing that's going to happen that July 2nd, that's going to be Mercury in Gemini going to square with Neptune and Mercury in Gemini going to trine with Saturn. Saturn is in retrograde and Neptune actually also went to retrograde the end of June. And planets that could be destructive energy or malefic in retrograde position, actually, it's more positive. They are losing their power, so they weakened. So Saturn in your 1st house could have been something with some kind of joint issues, teeth issues, losing weight, and some kind of backache or you know, like, yeah, some kind of joint issues. But with Mercury, it could represent, Mercury is in your 5th house. 5th house is romance, it is investment, your children, it is your creative force. Mercury over there could be like, okay, finally I'm going to have some really great time with my children, and or I can talk to my children again, because maybe I was restricted before and the court said, ordered, I can talk to them, but right now that is like lightening up. This trine is going to give me an opportunity to talk to them again. Okay, so the other thing what could happen with this situation, like Mercury is a creative outlet, Saturn that you were working hard and it's coming to forefront right now. So you could have some kind of verbal or like a writing contest or publishing, but you are capable to create right now, and you're capable to show that to the public. And it's going to be, for example, you got from Forbes magazine or somewhere you to become the journalist, and it was just like you were just the guest journalist over there, but right now it's going to be permanent. A Saturn in first house, if you have some natal aspects and good aspects with it, could create a long-term health also. So it could be like, okay, something is going to get loosen up what was a health issue for me, and with my structure, with my teeth, it's gone, it's done forever. Okay, so it's also going to square with Neptune. Square is definitely a challenging aspect. It's not the worst though. It is a push. It is like you have to initiate and work very, very hard to overcome those difficulties. A lot of famous people has squares in their chart because of they had to push over and over again until they succeeded. So Mercury, Neptune, the 5th and the 2nd house, those are investment and your wallet. Mercury could be cryptocurrency, 5th house is investment. Neptune over there, it could be lies or thieves. So it could be like someone is stealing. Actually, Mercury also could represent your internet and your computer, your social network. Neptune is lies and thieves, so it could be like somebody stealing something from you, what was created by you, some kind of ideas, some kind of creative ideas, and actually it could have made you really wealthy, or you know, it could give you a good, really good income, but they are taking that away from you. And then July 5th, we're going to have actually Mercury ingressing Cancer, and Mars going to ingress Taurus. So those two planets at 0 degree going to sextile. Because of Cancer is a cardinal energy and 0 degree is a world axis over here, Mercury going to be very prominent, really potent over here. So Mercury is your brain, the way you are thinking, the way you are processing information. 6th house actually is your work, your co-workers, your daily routines and your health, your daily regime. Mercury over there, it could be like, I need to talk to my family about my daily routine. So, or my co-workers, and the co-workers and the family has to come to, I have to keep a balance between family and co-workers, for example, or I have to keep a balance between my family, because my family wants a lot of energy. Mars over here is impulsive and want, and Mercury in 6, it's like, okay, I need time for my health. I need to talk to someone about my health, and I need to adjust or address something with my health. But anyway, you are coming to a similar ground, and it's going to be solved, this issue, because that's a sextile. And then after that, we're going to have July 9th, when Mercury going to square with Neptune. So Mercury gonna quickly move 2 signs forward, very quick right now, very fast. And at 7 degrees going to square with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of blessing. It's the riches. It's Santa Claus. It's truly, truly blessing. In your 3rd house, it could be something with crypto, with your neighborhood, with your younger siblings, with friends. But because of squaring right now in 6th house matters, it could be like you over-promise something. And for example, your work needs you and your daily routine is so dogmatic. 6th house usually ruled by, 6th house in astrology ruled by Virgo originally. So Mercury over there, even if it's Cancer right now, but it still could get dogmatic energy with some kind of health and family matter. Cancer is family matter. So your friends are impulsive, they want to have you, they are arrogant, and because of you won't have time for them, neighborhood, overcommitted, maybe you are on HOA board or some kind of committee in your neighborhood, and you know, you are overpromised and you won't be able to deliver what you promise. So promise less, and you know, like then you can keep peace, definitely. On July 10th, we're going to have Sun actually sextiling with Uranus, and Sun going to, on the 12th, sextile with North Node. North Node is a mathematical point of the moon. It's not a planet. It is karmic. It is showing the way where you are heading in this lifetime, what's your purpose in this lifetime, and actually where you are heading in next life. Also, so your natal North Node is showing what you're gonna be and where you're gonna be in your next lifetime. But right now, it's going to sextile with Sun, 4th house and 6th house. So North Node is something around family matter, real estate matter. North Node is your purpose right now. You might want to focus a lot more on your family, or you might want to invest in real estate. And because it's sextiling with Sun, your daily routine, your daily work, your daily affairs is peaceful enough to let you to invest in this matter. And with Uranus, Uranus is chaos, it's rebel, it's unusual, it's eclectic. Uranus also lightning. So, you know, in this case, Sun is ruled by fire as well, very fiery energy. So with its sextile, it could be like you're going to have some kind of issue with lightning strike in your home. So it could be like, okay, the lightning took out the service of the TV or internet or whatever, or took out the tree in the backyard. But it is also because it's a sextiling energy that is unusual, that is, so it could represent something like we're going to recreate the home environment, and it's going to be unusual, but we're going to love it. It's actually very beneficial for us, and we're really going to be happy about that. Uranus also very, very high intellect, and in 4th house also representing, you can actually rewire your electricity in the wall, or actually you can create something like a smart home. So real estate, smart home at home, or solar planner. It could represent solar planner. Right now, you're going to invest in solar planner. On July 13, we're going to have Venus trine Saturn. So where is Venus? My dog ate it. So let's write Venus over here in Gemini. It's going to be in Gemini first. It's going to trine to Saturn, right? Okay. So yes, it does. And Venus is the planet of love. Saturn is long-term commitment. So you might going to have some new lover coming in, which is going to be committed to you. So it could actually turn out to be a long-time commitment eventually. It could be like, all right, there's children as well. So it could be like, that is, Saturn could be like hard work on something. Venus could be like, I want to have a baby in 5th house. But Saturn is like, I need some kind of IVF. So Saturn retrograde, I already tried some kind of IVF or when anything is that, but it didn't happen. But it's go to retrograde, and right now training with Venus. Right now, this is the time to redone it. And actually, it's going to stay and stuck with me, the baby. All right, so then we're going to have, but we're gonna have, yes, July 13, we're going to have Mercury sextiling with Uranus, and Mercury after going to sextile with North Node on the same day as well. So what's gonna be that? Mercury is in the 6th house and Uranus in the 4th. So it's going to be exactly the same like North Node. So with Sun, but Mercury is, you know, like about children or about selling. So you might go into some kind of contract right now, or, you know, like you might going to negotiate some kind of deal with solar panel as well, or you might going to base everything smart or everything artificial intelligent in your home. So 6th house is also like, you know, Virgo, like, so cleaning and things like that. And Mercury, you are buying like robotic artificial intelligence to your home to help with your housework. On July 16th, actually, Mercury going to conjunct with Sun in your 6th house. So sun is very, very strong and powerful. When Mercury conjunct with sun, it is like a combust. And combust is when Mercury is not seen. Why? Because the sun is a lot brighter, so it's blinding for Mercury. So Mercury, the messenger, the communication planet, the children, the vehicle, the key. So you might going to have an issue. You're not going to find your office key, or you put some, or your rental key. You don't find it. And it could be also like there is a health issue and you get an advice from a doctor, but you need to have a second opinion because the advice, because of either you don't listen to the doctor or the doctor didn't see something about your health, so you have to redone the test again. It is also like a Mercury retrograde. It's not seen. It's an outcast. It's just not seen on the horizon because the sun is so strong. Then we're going to have July 17, Venus is going to ingress Cancer. So from here, Venus is going to come here to Cancer, to your 6th house. So definitely whatever happened there, if you lost the key, or if you were not seen, it's still combusting. So don't forget, it's still not out. But then, you know, Venus over there is giving a helpful, loving energy. So it is like I'm going to have people to come for my rescue, or a locksmith or whatever, you know, like I'm going to find a solution for the situation. 6th house Venus could be like you craving for a lots of sweet, and 6th house Venus could be like you start to gain weight as well. But you know, if you did something over here with Venus and Saturn trine and you want to get pregnant and you had an insemination, you had an IVF, then might be the time when you are gaining weight with this Venus. Here in your 6th house, you start to show your belly. And then on the 17th, yes, when Venus ingressing Cancer, and it's a very nurturing energy, very loving energy about motherhood, around your mom or around your mom health. You are being there for your mothers if she has a health issues, or your children being there for you because you are the man if you have some kind of health issues. On that same day, July 17, we have Mercury trine Neptune and Sun trine Neptune the same day. Okay, so it's still combust, right? And then let's see what's going on. Okay, so Neptune is in the 2nd house. Trine is very beneficial energy. It is a really without any hardship. It is granted whatever you think. And with Mercury and Sun, and Neptune is higher octave of love in the 2nd house, 6th house. So my work actually bringing money in, and the money could come from oil or could come from some kind of marine biology or marine issues, or it could be something with, for example, I'm going to sign a contract like a marine biologist, and it's actually give me a really high salary because 2nd house is salary. Or, you know, like something with the sea and investment or salary and the sun. So it could be like I'm going to be advocate for 6th house matters, maybe for animals, small and big animals, and I'm going to be advocate for them. Or yeah, that could be that. All right. Or my health will pay off somehow. And okay, so how can it happen? So for example, first I thought I have to pay a lot of money for this surgery, but somehow my insurance covers it and I get a good news, and my health is fine right now. I'm saved, I'm healthy, and I had my treatment, but I don't have to pay for it. On July 18th, we do have Mercury and Pluto opposition. So this Mercury going to oppose Pluto over here in your 12th house. 6th and 12th house matters. All right. So that's definitely like I need a therapist. I need to adjust something with my health. I need to talk to my surgeon. Maybe something coming up with the surgery, but I don't like, and I have to have a recheck. I have to make sure everything is going fine. And then Sun is going to oppose to Pluto, and Pluto in 12th house, it is like definitely something mental, anxiety, fear of death. So I have to go to the doctor because I have some kind of Sun is heart, because it rules the heart and it rules Leo and the circulation. And maybe with that Mercury over there, I have some kind of issues with talking. I can't talk. And I think, oh, I had a stroke, so I need to go to the doctor, something with circulation issue, but it's more likely anxiety or panic attack, palpitation, something like that. And then on July 19, 23rd, we're going to have Mercury trine Jupiter, but Mercury by that time going to be actually in Leo, because Mercury is going to Leo on the 19th. So it's going to trine with Jupiter over here. Mercury and Jupiter, 7th and 3rd house, that is like an absolutely welcoming, lovely, blessing communication with my significant other or my business partner. It could be one-on-one business partnership, and the 3rd house could represent selling or could represent some kind of internet tribe. But it could be like business on internet or doing my website, for example. Finally, I'm ready to launch out some kind of business, which is based on either communication, or it could be based on selling, or it could be internet, or like YouTubing or writing project as well. And 7th house, my partner, my business partner or my partner is supporting me with that. Maybe he and she is the one who is urging the contract or signing the contract. On the 22nd, Sun gonna go to Leo also, ingress Leo. And then actually Ceres is also on the 23rd going to go to Leo. Ceres is the asteroid of grains, rules the grains, and also asteroid who lost her daughter with abduction. And Ceres has a kind of fear, kind of vibe in it. So in your 7th house could be something like, I don't want to lose my business partner. I don't want to lose my partner. I have some kind of fear, constant fear to losing them on one way, either with divorce, either with, just losing them. And then Sun over here in 7th house, it's definitely a lot of emphasis on your relationship, and the communication planet is over there as well. So it's going to be definitely powerful talkings and easy and loving and harmonic and peaceful in your marriage right now. Then we're going to have July 23rd, also Mercury trine with Jupiter. So yes, I did talk about Mercury and Jupiter. And then later on the month, Sun also on the 31st going to trine with Jupiter. 7th and 3rd house matters again. It is like really welcoming communication, a blessing. It is almost like, for example, 3rd house is vehicle also. Maybe my wife or husband going to give me a car or buy me a car, or it's a key as well. Mercury, it's a key, so I can get a key to something, like, I don't know, maybe for an office, a car or anything they want to buy and surprise me with. And then we're gonna go to July 25th when Venus in Cancer going to square to Jupiter. 6th and 3rd house matter. 6th house is health. 3rd house is something about communication. So it could be like maybe some kind of communication. The way somebody talked to me, it's really like made me upset, or yeah, it could be that somebody was really arrogant with me and I didn't feel love. I felt hatred, or I felt like, oh my God, I thought that person truly devoted to me and care for me. But actually through this communication, I feel ill. Actually, the way and what he or she delivered, I feel ill. Maybe it's some kind of dogmas, because Jupiter could be racist, Jupiter could be like some kind of religious dogmas. So maybe that's why, but I feel ill through this communication. On July 26, Mercury going to square Mars. So Mercury going to square Mars. Mars is coming up to 18 degrees soon to have the Big Bang with Uranus and North Node. So, all right, what's going to happen? So that is some kind of impulsiveness within my significant others and family. So we don't see eye to eye in parenting, for example. We've been raised differently, and then she can take my mother-in-law or his mother-in-law side, and we don't agree over here, and it could create some kind of argument. It's a verbal fight. It's a verbal argument here, but you can experience between your love, your husband, wife, and because of a family matter or a real estate matter, for example. All right. So what is going to happen? Let's go to July 28 when Mercury going to square with Uranus, and Mercury 29 going to square with North Node as well. So that is again 4th house and 7th house matters, and exactly going to trigger the same situation. It is chaos in the family. Somebody wanted to move in and you didn't agree. And like it's going to North Node, it's going to change the structure of the family. So it's almost like the whole entire, your purpose is going to be different, because you might have to take care of more dependent, and it's not your own children, and or maybe some old child gonna come back and you didn't know about that, or he or she didn't know about that, and just gonna show up unexpectedly, and it's going to kind of create a chaos in the family dynamic. And then I wanted to talk about also the full moon, and that is a Bug Capricorn moon in your 12th house, Aquarius, and that is going to happen 21 minutes 21 degrees in your 12th house. Full moon is always ending, and it's a closing. It's completion, for example. And in the 12th house, it could be a matter of like, all right, I've been hospitalized for a long time and I can get out from the hospital. I've been incarcerated, I've been in prison, and it's over right now. And Pluto is here, don't forget. So Pluto is really destructive. So it could be like I was close to death. And like right now I can let go. Some people could be, okay, Pluto is 12th house, hospital. It could be like something is ending over here. It could be a life is ending over here. If somebody is in hospice and watching this video, and they have that kind of new moon over here, it is going to be a new life, but maybe it's afterlife. Then on the other, what's going to happen on the 28th, when Jupiter also gonna go to retrograde in your 3rd house, but I'm gonna do a totally different video. But on the 28th, we're going to have 5 degrees 39 minutes. We're going to be in your 7th house, a new moon. So your marriage become alive, your relationship. So it could be also like, what, I just had a long-term relationship and time to get married, or time to get engaged. So it could be an engagement, a marriage, some kind of new beginning with your partner. And yes, and the Big Bang, that is North Node, Uranus, and Mars in Taurus. And Taurus is a fixed sign, and it's an earth sign. So definitely it's going to evolve a lot of earthquakes and tsunamis and fire tornadoes in mundane perspective. It's going to shake us up. It's going to have a long-term effect, a very, very long-term effect. And it's happened in this sign very, very long time ago, like 2,300 something years ago, all right? So before Christ. And then what we have here, that is in your 4th house, it is your family dynamic gonna be shaken up. As I said, maybe because of you didn't know your wife had a child and, adopted when she was a teenager and coming back to the life. And right now, because Uranus is internet and we have a lot of genetic testing, like a lot of people finding their families, and a lot of surprises are coming out. So it could be that, or it could be something like, yes, your husband had, or you donated sperm or eggs or whatever, and right now they find you. So you're gonna have like a literal child that you didn't know about or didn't expect it, or mother-in-law, father-in-law moving in, and you know, it's totally changing the family dynamic. So it's a big bang. It's not gonna go back. It's destructive, but also it is like, all right, so we have to deal with it. Fourth house is ending and funeral as well, and Saturn, and not Saturn, but Uranus and Mars could be a sudden accident, unfortunately, so you will have to be careful. Fourth house also your house, so Mars over there could be a destructive energy. It could be something like, all right, you know, it could be a fire in my house, electric fire. So be careful with the electricity in the house. Okay, and what else I wanted to say? So yes, Ceres went to Leo on July 23rd, Pallas Athene July 4th, went to Gemini in your fifth house, Pallas in fifth house. It's a loving energy, time with your children, peaceful. It's great. It's really loving. Then Chiron went to retrograde in your third house, something with communication, thyroid issue could come back with your voice. Chiron is actually the wounded warrior, so you might have some issues with your siblings or with your friends, with your neighbors, that you have to heal. Yes, that was some kind of humiliation, trauma, but you have to go back and heal it with that person. Second house, we're going to have Juno on July 25th going retrograde, and Vesta on July 7th. Vesta is the eternal flame. Juno is the loyal lover, the loyal marriage partner in your second house. There is support and flame, and both of them is investment planet. Second house is actually your finances, your income. So it could be Neptune also retrograde, oil. So it could be like you invested, I don't know, $1 million in oil on stock, and it's going to have a great return, something like that. And I think that's it, guys. All right, Aquarius, if you like my videos, and if I shed some light for you, please don't hesitate to give me some love. Subscribe, push the bell button next to subscribe, so you're going to have notification when I'm going to record videos. And you know, I wish you the best July, and stay safe. And I hope I see you in August. Until we meet again. Bye.